Vlogmas day 6. I have no plans today, it's just a day at home, but we will definitely be decorating the Christmas tree today after staying it for the last 3 days. But today we're doing it. We have everything we need. So a reading update. I did actually end up DNFing Snowflakes and Sparks last night at about 50%. It was just a little bit too cheesy for me. I know it's a Christmas romance and that's how they're supposed to be, but it was just a little too much. So I'm not currently reading anything at the minute. I do need to read the second chapter of the Advent book, and I was not able to find my Kindle charger last night, and my iPad is also not charging either, and I use the two of those to read Kindle books on. At the moment, I don't actually have any way of reading my Kindle TBR other than on my phone, which I don't really want to do. So I don't want to give up on the readathon because it's technically only the second day of it, but at the same time, I don't have any way of really reading the books. The only other option I have is one of the books on the TBR for the readathon I do have a physical copy of, so I could start reading that so I can still get a book down whilst I sort out the charging issues. But it is going to be a very chill, cozy day today. It's really cold in here, so I'm all snuggled up on the sofa, but I have actually just done some reading. So obviously I DNF'd Snowflakes and Sparks, and for the readathon I was using that book for the 2 prompts, a book under 300 pages and a book set in a different country. And I've actually just sat and read a novella by Cleo White which was called Triple Tidings. So it was 146 pages and set in Connecticut, America, and obviously I'm from the UK, so I have still managed to tick off the 2 prompts that were for the book that I DNF'd. So I need to get the submission thing up and submit it for the readathon to get some points for the team that I'm on. But yeah, I've read my first book of December. I gave it 4 stars. Like I said, it's a novella, it's a Christmassy one. Our female main character works at an inn, and these 2 guys come, and basically she'd had one night with both of them when they'd previously visited, and over Christmas she only has 2 guests, and it turns out that it's these 2 guys and they have their own separate past together, and basically the 3 of them spend Christmas together. It was short, it was spicy. I've been wanting to read something by Cleo White for a while because I've heard lots of good things and I did really like it. So, but yeah, I'm just glad that I have finally read a book so I can tick off a prompt, well, 2 prompts on the Back to Kindle readathon. So I'm still sat on the sofa. I'm waiting for Jamie to get home from work so we can start on the tree. I read chapter 2 of A Heart for Christmas, and then I've also started 2 of the books that were on the Back to Kindle readathon TBR. I've started Desirable Defense by Leah Brunner, and I got 4 chapters in and I just wasn't feeling it, so I soft DNF'd it for the moment. The prompt for that was to read a book that starts with the letter D, so I have quite a few other books on my Kindle with titles that begin with D, so I'm going to have a browse and see if there's anything else that I could do for that prompt, but if not, I will go back to it. And then I also then tried reading Mr. Lawson. I can't remember the author's name, and that one I was putting together the 2 prompts of a book by an author that's new to you and a book with a low rating, and unfortunately I got 2 chapters in and I DNF'd that one. The writing just wasn't really for me, so I have not yet picked my next read. I've just been going through the TBR that I created and picking out those books, and if I'm not feeling it, I'm just going to replace them with something else. I don't want to force myself to read anything. Like, it's the last month of the year and I want it to be a good reading month to end, so yeah, I'm not going to force myself to stick to the TBR that I put together if I'm not really loving the books that I have chosen. So whilst I've been scrolling through the Kindle app to see what I've got, I've also been watching My Melody and Kuromi on Netflix. I started it when it first came out and I've taken a big break from it, and I've only got 3 episodes left, I think, and they're only 10 minutes, so I'm going to see if I can finish that today as well. Jamie should be home any minute, really, so I'm just excited to get on and decorate this tree. obviously we've just had dinner. We both had different things tonight. So I had this like teriyaki udon noodle bowl, and Jamie's made like a steak and rice vegetable bowl. So I'm just running a bath. I have work tomorrow, which means I have to be up very early. So yeah, that's why I've had an early dinner. I'm gonna have an early bath. Should all be done by 6, and then I'm gonna continue reading. And I've got one episode of My Melody and Karomi left, so I think I'm gonna watch that, and yeah, then head to settle down for bed. I'm so excited. We got a tree up, and yeah, I started a new read. I picked up a pack of Cozy. I am really liking it. I'm 45 pages in. The prompt for that one I cannot remember, so I will double check and tell you tomorrow. Thank you for watching Vlogmas day 6, and I'll see you again tomorrow for day 7.